folks, September 1st, we're in our soybean field, checking on the seed, see how dry it is. We're getting close to maturity, but we're not quite there yet. These beans might be ready. There's a couple puffy ones here. We want them all to start drying down. 14.5% moisture is the moisture content we want to have. A little bit higher is okay for seed production beans because we can dry them in the bin a bit. There's still some green ones we're waiting on that will drop their leaves in the next week. And then, about a week or two from now, we should be combining them. So we're combining soybeans today. It's September 18th. It's Monday. We tried last week Friday and we were finding that the showers we had that day, a little bit of rain, was just keeping the green pods a little bit too green. And they weren't opening up nice without cracking a whole bunch of soybeans. And since this field will be for seed, we want to damage as few soybeans as we can so we get good germination next year. So I'll show you a little bit what's going on. We're just cleaning up a few headlands here. Got the header in flex. That means the knife has two different pivot points here. Right around here and right around here. Pivot point so it can follow these ditches fairly nicely. Shaving the ground, trying to get as much as we can. Works pretty good in ditches. And here's our monitor. We have GPS in this unit. Auto steer, so I don't have to steer. Once we get going straight back and forth. Got your gauges in here too. Just told us we're 3/4 full. That's our map of the field. Gives you a bit of an idea how yield's doing throughout the field. And here, we got our acres per hour. We're doing 23 acres an hour, 40-foot header, 6 miles an hour. Moisture is around 10%, and our current yield is 18 bushel an acre. Now we push this button here, push that one to put the header down. Away we go. Easy as that. So ideally, for seed, you want the soybean moisture content to be about 16%. You can dry it a little bit using the aeration fans in the bin. This year we're around 10%, so the problem with it being over dry is the soybeans crack easier. But when you crack the soybean, or even just the seed shell of the soybean, you lose your germination. Been a bit of a battle. A lot of the fields mature and then you get these green spots that came up late in spring. There was a very staggered emergence this year just with the very little rain we got after seeding. A lot of the field waited until we had decent moisture a month after the first stuff started growing. So combining here, 6 miles an hour. You can see coming up ahead, there's a real dark brown spot. That's actually where our natural gas line and our oil line go through. So those soybeans have been in dirt that were a little bit warmer all through the season. They're actually taller and nicer looking than the rest of the field. And then there's some other dark lines you see going through the field. And those are just natural water runs, and they just got a little bit more moisture that the soybeans are able to access there, and it really spikes the yield there. So you can really see the effects the drought had this year. Usually the whole field would be nice and tall and dark like that, but this year it just ran out of moisture, and soybeans love to have water.
So you can see this is what's being combined right now. We've got the pod, and then we break it open, and then we see the dried soybeans that are at a good stage to be harvested. You can see they're hard, they're smaller, and they've got that yellow color to them.